Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. God's so big to me, man. I just have to tell you about it. I can't help it. It's rather obvious to me how big, how good God is. He's absolutely tremendous. He's off the chain. He on one. He be clowning. He be just showing out. Man, I'm just over here just on the receiving end. You know, man, I wanted to share something with you today. You know, if you're out there, start your mission today. Start your mission today. What are you waiting for? Why do we as people delay what we want or delay the process to begin what we want? Our hopes, our dreams, our desires. Why won't you start your mission today? Why don't we all decide together? Better yet, let's just kill that because you don't. That just individually. Look, you listening. You got something that you've been dreaming about. You got an ambition of yours that's not yet fulfilled. You got goals you haven't accomplished yet. You got dreams, aspirations. Everybody has them. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got something that's on the table that they haven't yet attacked yet. What are you waiting for? Start your mission today. Stop the procrastination now. The procrastination is only hurting you, yourself. And if you allow procrastination to set in, then that allows then, which is a weakness, but that allows the devil then to just really do his thing. Because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So if you ain't working on your goals, dreams, aspirations, or visions, you just waking up seeing how today gonna go, or the devil, he got plenty for you to do. See, but if you get your mind right on your goal and your focus and your purpose, then you can go on about your business. Then when the distraction comes, you can catch yourself. Now, that don't mean you ain't going to fall privy or fall prey to some of your distractions, because you will. But you will have a goal in mind, an aspiration that makes you go, hold on, man, I got to stay focused here, because what I really want, where I'm really trying to go, the thing that I'm really after, this new little thing that's being introduced, this don't fit into the equation. Man, let me keep it moving. Or you may step off the line for a little while. Like I said yesterday, the thing about God is he's so forgiving that if you get out of line, he'll hold your place. See, that's the real cool thing. A lot of people will do that for you, too. Like I said, if you're at the movie theater or you're at the amusement park and you're in a line and you forget something, if you politely ask the person behind you, hey, man, I got to run to my car, I left something, would you hold my place? Most people will say, fine, yeah, go ahead. And when you come back, they don't have a problem. See, your problem is you want to get out the line, go do something, then come back and just get up in the line further up than you were, or cut somebody. Now you got a problem because, see, everybody looking at you now like, oh, whoa, partner, where you come from? You know, the line start back here. But see, the thing with God is God don't do that. God don't say the line start back here. God holds your place. When you make a mistake and you fall off the line, God holds your place. But if you ain't got no dreams, aspiration, if you ain't got no place, what he holding for you? See, I mean, he got a place for you, but you got to come to him. See, some people, here's what I'm saying. If you got a goal, an aspiration, a dream, and you fall off track momentarily, you can get back to that because God knows where you left off. Now, you may have to accomplish a few more things since you stopped for a long period of time, but God knows where you left off. You can get back on track. Look, man, this dream of being on TV since I was a kid, it got off track now. It got off track. I just kept it as one of the dreams. And in some real dark moments when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, all I was hanging on to was just a hope that one day it could. But that's what faith is really about. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. But faith gives you the confidence to keep hoping, man. Sometimes it just keep hope alive. Sometimes, you heard Jesse Jackson say it, just keep hope alive. Sometimes, man, it's just the hope. I was hanging on a hope. And I'm talking about when it got real ugly and funky out there for me. When it looked like I wasn't going to ever make it. And all of the facts was in and everything pointed in the direction you're not going to make it. You done really messed up this time. Then I sat there and I just hung on to the hope. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you got a dream or an aspiration or vision or something, when you fall off track and you want to go get back in line, God holds your place. See, he held on to that for me. He knew I was off track and out of line, but he said, okay, here's where we stopped. You want to be on TV. Now, when you get it together and you quit tripping and you come and you turn to me, I'm going to hold your place, put you back in line, then we go and finish the journey. That took me a lot longer to get here than I wanted to, but then it was necessary because I needed all of them mishaps to happen to me along the way. So when I got on the radio one day, which I did not see coming, Steve Harvey got a radio show, y'all. That's why I say it every day. See, because of this radio show that I didn't see coming, now I have stories to tell. I got experiences to share. And I can tell you about me better than I can tell you about anybody. And I done been through enough where it's relatable, where enough people can go, man, that happened to me. Appreciate you saying that. That's what it was for. See, I get it now. See, at the time, though, I didn't like what was happening to me. At the time, I was really in total disagreement with God on a lot of stuff he was pulling off on me. But in essence, I was really pulling it off on myself. But through his grace and mercy, he kept me through all of my mistakes, all my bad decisions, all my miscalculations, all my misfires, all the times I knowingly stepped out there and did wrong. He forgave me. He said, because, man, if you ever come to me, I have a plan for you that is going to be far and above. It will supersede everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what I did. I just got sick of me, good and sick of me. And I turned it over to God. And then God started working. And here I am today. Now, is he through with me yet? Nope. Have I arrived yet? Nope. But guess what? The journey is cool. And then you know what I found out? That's kind of what it's like in life. If you done walked off the cliff in life and you ain't got no God in your life, it's like not having a parachute. You step off the cliff and you just free falling. Now see, now that fall gets you closer to the grave, right? See, we all heading to the grave from the moment we're born. But the cool thing about a relationship with God is when you step off the cliff, and you got God, he a parachute. You still going down, but it's a nice ride. You guide and you glide and you softly, you enjoying, you look around, you smiling, you're meeting other people along the way. You floating over here to ski a little while. You over there at the beach for a little while. You mess around over here. You get to go out the country a little bit on your parachute and all that. And God just helps your descent appear more like a rise and more like a euphoric fall, instead of not having no God in your life and you just walking off that cliff every day, free falling, ain't got no cord, you steady pulling. You hollering the whole way because you done messed around with yourself and ain't let God come into your life and provide a parachute for you. I would rather have a parachute since I got to jump every day than to not have one. God has been like a parachute for me. Ask me where that came from, I can't tell you. But like I always say, most good things that happen in my life that I can't explain, it's usually him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies, gentlemen, everybody, come on. It is he. It is I. It is me.
He's black.
Say soir.
Say soir.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Say soir. That's a slowed down version of Patti LaBelle when she was with LaBelle.
Lady Marmalade.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I reckoned. I didn't know.
Oh, you thought I was actually...
Yeah, I thought that was a
speaking.
language.
It is a language, but we don't know what it is. What's up, Shirley?
Hey, Steve, welcome back. We missed you. Happy holidays.
Carla Farrell.
What's up, boss? You back in the building? Welcome back.
What's up, Junior?
Unc, you missed me?
Let's just keep going. Jay. Didn't think about you, Junior. I was busy. Jay.
Well, I know you didn't miss me.
I ain't no doubt about it. Nephew Tommy.
Yay, my uncle back in stride again, baby. Welcome back.
In stride again. Oh, man.
Well, come on. How
Come
was
on,
it?
man.
Come on now.
What happened?
You know we
I
Where we
love
go?
the world. I think the world has a lot to offer. I'm grateful that God has placed me in a position to be able to see some things I've never seen before. I had a really enlightening trip. I took my two youngest to Botswana, and then we went to Abu Dhabi, technically for the 401 race, but since I got there a little early, I just turned it into a little downtime. I don't even know where to start. Any questions? Because I don't even know where to start. It was just...
Why'd you go there in the first place? you said?
Botswana is because there was a women's empowerment conference
Okay.
that Marjorie and I spoke at.
Okay.
But it was more of an impromptu. It was really for me to go there to do one thing, and when we got there, we were asked to do some other things. So it was really, really impromptu. We went to took a tour. When we first got in Botswana, we took a tour of De Beers diamond facility.
Went in a diamond.
You in a diamond, man?
Not
Excuse
a
me?
mine.
Did you bring any
facility.
back?
If I had some back, I'd be on my way to prison. Brother, you ain't bringing nothing back over there. I've never been in a building so secure in my entire life, ever. I've never seen anything. Then we had a meeting with the president and first lady. Incredible people. It just Botswana, man, was.
Do they know you over there, Steve?
Oh yeah. I'm on 3 times in prime time in Botswana.
Family Feud over there, dog?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nice.
Family Feud over there. So,
All right,
and I'll
well-
tell you more when we come back if you like.
Yeah. We'll be back at 32 after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, as you probably have heard already, Steve Harvey is back from vacation with all these stories. Man, he's been to Africa, everywhere, Steve. Botswana.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I'm living a life
Like it's golden.
that I didn't know anything about. I really didn't.
life.
So
Live it, baby.
that's
Yeah.
called grace, cause
Yeah.
I can't say I've always wanted to be and do this because I didn't even know this existed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so it was really, really.
Let's start with the plane, though. Let's start how you got there.
Oh,
Take me from there.
I flew British Airways from LAX to London, and then British Airways from London to Johannesburg, and then after that it turned private.
Okay.
Just then, but we had already taken care of most of the trip.
Okay. So.
How was British Airways?
Hey man, let me tell you something. It's the way to go if you're gonna travel. Now I wasn't in the back, so don't let me have you thinking you finna get all this back there. So I don't know what's back there, but in the front, sure is.
It's nice in the front.
Yeah, nice.
You ain't go past the curtain.
I ain't never look. I ain't even turned that way. Yeah, I always know what not to do.
You're stupid.
Yeah. But man, it was just so. It was. I mean, it was a nice flight, and then went to. As soon as we got off the plane in Botswana, we went directly to De Beers, and took a tour of the facility there. This is where they. No, it's not a diamond mine. It's where all the diamonds come to after they come out of the mine.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
But it's not. Botswana is the #1 diamond producing country in Africa, and then they also do the diamonds for Canada. So all the diamonds that are mined in Canada, they send all of them to Botswana.
Wow.
Here's what's amazing, man. What really. De Beers made a concerted effort over there with a lot of pushing and powerful people getting involved. 98% of the employees inside of De Beers were Africans.
Yes, Lord.
This little girl, man, was 23 years old, was in charge of this entire raw diamond division. She was handling some of the largest stones in the building. 23, man, and knew everything about it. That was really, really amazing thing. I took a lot of pictures over there, man. You know.
Really? Do you get to see the diamonds and touch them? Or?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's all in the raw form. They're not cut and polished. So what you see is the rock as it comes out of the earth or in the ground or wherever they get it from, rivers or whatever. And it's amazing how many diamonds are there at one time. My God, man, I was so nervous.
There's no way you could have taken like a small one.
No.
Couple
Jay,
of
you
carrots.
can't go over there and steal nothing, Jay.
You
They cut your whole
like,
hand off, Jay. Them people
maybe
kill you.
really so small you won't like put in your ear or something like that.
Jay,
Just
you
like,
can't get out the building.
They have a
with
lot
a
of
stone.
security, you said, right?
It's the most
in between
amazing.
your fingers or something like
Nothing. You can't chew gum in there.
They'll be like, what is that in your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no gum in the building.
that. Ain't no gum in the building.
Yeah, they take anything. The search to go in,
Ooh,
brother.
what was that like?
Let me
Now,
tell
do you have to
something.
take your jewelry off when you go in? Yeah.
Yeah, man, you're not going in there with nothing. You're not
Were you
nothing.
naked? What?
Now you don't be naked, but you feel like it. They treat you
Sound
naked.
like you need to be.
Treat you like you was naked.
Did they treat you that way, Steve? Oh,
If one stone is missing, the building gets shut down until the stone is found.
Whoa.
It don't matter what size the stone is. Everything is counted at the beginning of the day. Everything is counted at the end of the day. If one small stone,
Well, we know
I
we're not
held
going there with
a
Jay.
I held a stone in my hand that was 150 some carats.
Lord.
Wow. How heavy is that thing, man?
It wasn't that heavy, man. It's not. And this is the raw for them. I saw a diamond. The largest diamond ever found in Botswana was called Ladisi. They call it Ladisi, which is light. It's called Ladisi, not Ledisi. But that's Marjorie's African name now.
Ladisi?
Yeah, they named her after that, which means light. She's light of the world because of her spirit over there. So they named her
that's sweet.
Ladisi. And that diamond was 1,111 carats.
Wow. That's unbelievable. That's a lot.
Look at your head.
Wow.
You got a picture of that, dog? Did you get a picture of that?
He didn't take any selfies, I'm sure.
No, pull your camera out and take a picture of that. See
I
what
thought you said you took some pictures.
I took some pictures in there of people.
Oh.
You know,
Not of the product.
Steve,
You can't
one
take
more
a selfie
selfie
with
for
the
you.
diamond? Yeah.
I didn't. You know, you could have. I guess some of it could have got in the picture, but I was too scared. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was scared. I didn't want to break no rules. One of the young girls that was with us took a wrong turn and went through the wrong door. It took us 30 minutes to get her out of that door. We were leaving. All we had to do was walk
automatically
straight.
shut? Or
Yeah, this little dumbass.
Excuse you.
I was so mad, man. I was so mad because we were leaving. And
What happened
this
when you
little
got back to her?
girl that works for us, went through the wrong damn door.
Oh, Lord.
Brother, they shut everything down. We was in there extra 30 minutes.
How did she get away from the group?
She was the first one through the door, and she always doing something stupid.
All right, coming up next is the nephew here with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, Essence Magazine trending article, the title Holiday Slay. And it is about Miss Marjorie Harvey living her best life, holiday travel in Abu Dhabi.
Are you serious?
Living my best life.
Yes.
Where is this at?
It's
Essence
Magazine. Essence.com, yeah. Right now, though, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Yeah, right now, it is the nephew's turn to run that prank back. What you got, Neff?
I want to date your mama.
There he goes.
What you mad at, though?
Because she mean that much to me. I want to date your mama.
Wow.
Run it.
Hello? I'm trying to reach Miss Burns. This is James. This is her son. How you doing, man? My name is Gordon. I just recently joined the church, man, within the last month, and I was trying to get in touch with Miss Burns. One of the members gave me a number, but I guess they must have gave me the wrong number, I guess. Is this a home number, or what is this? Hold up. Who is this again? My name is Gordon. I'm a new member at the church. Yeah. Is this your number? Yeah, man, this is my phone number. I'm James. I'm her son. Oh, that's your mom. Okay, that's your mother. Right. All right. Well, yeah, my bad, man. I was trying to get in touch with Miss Burns. Now, do you have a cell or a home number or something where I can get in touch with Miss Burns? Wait, tell me. Your name is what? Gordon. I just joined the church, man, so I might not have met you yet, James. Okay. Well, God bless you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Is there any way I could get your mom's home number from you? I mean, you just joined the church. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to talk to her. I mean, is there a message I could pass on to her, though? Well, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to see if it's all right for me to take her out. I've been seeing her for the last Hold up. Tell me, now, you were just saying that you were a new member to the church, and somebody gave you, or they were attempting to give you my mother's number, and you're asking me if you could take her out, man? Well, I wasn't asking you. I thought I had her phone number. I guess they gave me your number by mistake. That's my reason for calling. I thought I was going to get her. I want to take her out, maybe to dinner or something. Well, I'll be quite honest, man. I just came back home from overseas from fighting and everything, man. And, my pops just passed away not too long ago, and I ain't too keen on my mama going out with somebody. And besides, you don't even sound like you her age. She in her 60s, man. How old are you, man? I'm 36. Get the hell out of here. You how old, man? I'm 36.
I'm 34. What the is you doing? You do realize my mom is pushing 60, right?
Well, you know what, man? I look at it like James, right? James, I look at it like it's, age ain't nothing but a number, man. It's what's in your heart, man, and how you carry yourself,
Yeah, but my mom, but my mom ain't no cougar like that, and I know she ain't coming after you. All right, now, I remember her telling me that she trying some new things at this church, but going out with some that's 30, how old are you? You a baby, man.
I'm 36, dude.
Man, you like my brother or something, man. Ain't nowhere in the world my mama gonna be dating.
Okay, James, let me say this, man. First of all, I didn't even know I was calling you. Second of all, I'm calling to speak with her. I'm not calling trying to get permission from you. Miss Burns is a grown woman. Miss Burns can decide.
Whoa. Time out. Now, I don't think you heard me, man. I just came back from fighting overseas. My pops passed away not too long ago. I am the man of the house. Let's get that straight right now, all right? I don't care if I'm still living at home or not. I'm the man of this house, all right? You calling to ask my mama on a date? Okay, yeah, you might as well just stick to church, dog, because, as I said, be blessed. But it ain't going to be no blessing from me to you. I tell you that right now.
Okay, I'm not looking for a blessing from you at all, brother.
You might want to look for a blessing.
But I respect the fact that you've been overseas and you've been fighting for this country, okay? But if I decide I want to speak to Miss Burns about going out, I think Miss Burns has every right to decide if she would like to go out with Gordon or not. And Gordon wants to take her out.
Hold the up. Look, bro, I don't care how old you say you are, all right? Number one, you too young, as I already mentioned, all right? This ain't going down with you and my mama. Straight up.
Hey, man, that's for your mama to decide.
No. You bringing up my mama, you letting the word your mama come out your mouth again, that's going to get you up, all right? I don't know where you from. I don't give a how old you are.
I'm 36, man.
I know what church my mama go to, and it ain't going to be her and you. You ain't going to be asking her out, all right? I don't give a what it takes. I will show up on Sunday, catch your in the pulpit or wherever you're going to be sitting, in the back, in the choir. It don't matter. Something is going down. You are not going to get with my mama like that. You got that?
That's up for your mama to decide. If your mama want to go out with me to have dinner, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I'm deciding it right now. It ain't going to happen. I told you before, be blessed or get your whooped. You got two choices, all right? I didn't fight overseas 3 years to come back and also deal with my daddy dying and then come back. Man, I'm suffering from PSD, dog. I don't know what the I'm going to do unless you want to get it like that.
You suffer from what?
A PSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and I will release all that on you. You got that? I don't play that.
Hey, man, listen, I don't want no trouble.
It don't matter to me. You can catch it.
Okay, look, man, listen. I ain't trying to have no trouble out you, man. All I'm finna say is this right here. I'll talk to your mom on Sunday, okay?
You ain't gonna talk to me. Are you not hearing me, man?
Okay.
I'm going crazy right now.
Okay, can I say this? Can I say one more thing to you, man, before you explode?
You ain't got nothing else to say.
I got one more thing before you explode, man. Is you listening?
Yeah, man.
James?
What?
Hey, man, I want to tell you this, man. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your mama got me to prank phone call you.
Get the out of here. This who?
Hey, man, this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Your mama told me, she said, my son been overseas. He been fighting. I'm glad to have him home. She said, we got to get him back in the spirit of laughing.
Man, my mama, are you kidding me, man?
We got you good.
We listen to this show overseas, man.
First of all, I got to say thank you for fighting for this country. I want to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, nothing but the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You get it overseas and in the States, dog. Thanks, man.
He's straight back from the military. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Just
you decided to push his buttons.
Push his buttons?
Hey, man,
I went a little too far.
He's trained.
Oh.
He's trained.
Yes, he is.
I went a little
In
too
combat.
far. Yeah, I felt it too, Junior. He was not playing.
Whooping your behind. That's what he's trained.
Not his
in.
mama, though.
Yeah.
He was over there. And
Wanna
he
date
was
your
ready to go
mama.
Up in there.
All right. Can I drop these dates? Can I do that?
Go ahead, pimp.
That's cool.
Just told you
Okay.
to go ahead.
Thank you. I'm just gonna do this weekend. I'm at the Columbia Comedy House in Columbia, South Carolina. That's Thursday through Sunday. Tickets on sale. Almost sold out. Thank y'all. Be there soon. That's it. I'm
Don't
good.
call me for tickets for Tommy. I don't have He's-
And Ready for Love is coming up Saturday?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That is, episode number 7, baby.
Okay.
Get it,
All right.
nephew.
Getting down to the
Saturday,
wire
baby,
now.
10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. It's getting good, though. We dwindling down. Them sisters something else, man. But Aaron, if you're watching the show,
Uh-huh.
Man, he trying to
Aaron
holler at
is
everybody.
just-
He like, I'm
Aaron
ready to
trying to holler at
love.
everybody. Aaron is my Nene Leaks on my show.
Okay.
He just keep you tuning in. You know, Nene keep me tuning in when I watch Atlanta.
All right,
This
up
right
next,
here?
nephew. We got to get out of here. We'll talk about it.
All about my show, no.
Well, then listen to the time.
Don't ask me about my show. Then cut me off. Hell, you
Can we
ask
get
me.
to the entertainment news, which is coming up? We're going to talk about Marjorie Harvey living her best life right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
According to Essence magazine, Steve Harvey, while we're all, like stuffing our faces with turkey over the Thanksgiving holiday and fighting over Black Friday deals, well, the queen of vacation slays herself, Mrs. Marjorie Harvey, was living her best life in the capital city of United Arab Emirates. Abu Dhabi, okay? And serving pure travel goals. We already know that.
Yes, she does.
I mean, really, she's all over the place all the time. Paris, Milan, Italy, everywhere you can think of. Africa, everywhere.
Yeah.
New York. And she'll throw New York in there, I mean, she
I don't be in half them places. Just want to throw that out there. You don't see Steve out there living his best life.
Well,
He
you're
just-
working. You're providing so she can do what she
I
does.
was, I was watching her on the camel.
Didn't you just get back from Botswana?
Yeah.
You were there. on
Okay,
this
so
trip.
stop.
Yeah.
We gotta talk food before the day over, too, though. I gotta hear
Botswana,
what you ate.
Houston. Which one you want to be in?
Yeah, I just saw. I pulled it up. I saw it. That's pretty cool pictures of it.
And we already know that black women love UAE, and it looks like Marjorie is no exception, Steve. You were telling us some great stories about your vacation and how much fun you had. And we saw on Instagram you and Chris Tucker and Dave Chappelle. That must have been fun hanging out with those guys, huh?
Laughing so hard at these fools.
What were they doing, Steve?
I can't. None of this can get on. That's that comedian.
Yeah.
Comedian humor, a little bit different. It's a little bit too dark for.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too dark for public consumption.
Okay. Especially morning radio.
Yes.
Night radio, no other kind of radio.
Okay.
No.
If you're not there, you can't hear
You can't
about
even
it.
hear
That's what
about
is.
it.
Yeah, you can't get in it.
It's
Yeah.
different. It's just for comedians. That's
Yeah,
it.
That's
if you,
all
if
it's
you
for.
weren't there.
You're really not gonna think it's funny at all.
No.
But we gonna be on the floor.
I'm talking about Holly, man.
So you've been all over the world, Steve. You've been on African safaris. I mean, you've been everywhere, on the front row at Fashion Week in Paris, all of that. What's your favorite vacation spot so far? You've been to the Greek Isles, the French Riviera, Italian Riviera.
I mean, the summer vacation is the favorite because we spend it together, just me and her. We invite the kids, but only for a short time. Then they got to go back home. So
y'all get a week and y'all get out of here.
yeah, our trip over the summer is our absolute favorite. But our favorite places to go. I'm telling you, as a black person, you have got to go to Africa.
Yes.
It's an absolute must. I wish I would have known this before. I mean, this wasn't my first trip, but I wish I would have made it my goal in my 20s to go see Africa.
Wow.
It will take your breath away. Here's what you think. When I landed in Africa the first time, it was like going back home to a place I'd never been. And it's very emotional, man. Very, very emotional. But I think everybody should see the content, every human being. But for black people, it will be especially moving for you. Exceptionally moving. Save up. I know the ticket is expensive, but if you could put your money together, skip one of them family reunions, and go see where you came from.
Not skip the family reunion.
Yeah, skip one of them one
skip
day.
one. Right.
That's a waste.
Yeah, you've been
Go
to
down
20 in
there
a
with
row.
that ignorant
You
mess
get
every
a
year.
T-shirt from the family reunion. You get an experience in Africa.
All right, Steve. We
Ladies
got
and
to go.
gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. I totally agree with Steve. Africa is a trip to make. This is Ann Tripp with the news. 2 nooses, along with some ugly racist scrawls, found on the Mississippi State House yesterday in advance of today's runoff election between former U.S. Agricultural Secretary Micah Espy, who's black, and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith, a white woman, who said she'd attend a public hanging if a supporter asked her to. Remember, this is Mississippi. President Trump personally campaigned for Cindy Hyde-Smith yesterday, 2 rallies. Meanwhile, the president is defending the use of tear gas on the Central American migrants in Tijuana over the weekend as some of them charged the Mexican border.
They had to use because they were being rushed by some very tough people, and they used tear gas. And here's the bottom line. Nobody's coming into our country unless they come in legally.
The migrant push was a desperate effort to try and get U.S. officials to allow them to apply for asylum, and it resulted in the temporary shutdown of the San Ysidro border crossing between Tijuana and San Diego, California. In a tweet, Trump is urging Mexico now to send the migrants back to Central America using buses or even planes, and the administration is also suggesting that the caravan remain in Mexico until, at least while their asylum claims are processed. Automaker General Motors has announced that it plans to lay off more than 15,000 of its workers, both white and blue-collar employees, and put 5 plants up for possible closure, pending the outcome of negotiations with the labor union. GM has been focusing less of late on small cars and more on SUVs and electric vehicles since their sedans have not been selling. Pink slips are expected to go out to some 6,000 factory workers and about 8,000 white-collar plant employees. Sad news, Oprah Winfrey has been dealt a painful blow. Apparently, her mother, Mrs. Vernita Lee, died on Thanksgiving Day. According to People magazine, Miss Vernita Lee died in her Milwaukee, Wisconsin home at age 83. Besides being survived by Oprah, one of the richest women on the planet, Vernita Lee also survived by a daughter she gave up for adoption but reconnected with later in life, Patricia Amanda Faye Lee. And Oprah's mom had 2 other children, a son, Jeffrey, who died in 1989, and a daughter, Patricia Lee Lloyd, who died in 2003. Final numbers aren't in yet, but yesterday's Cyber Monday is on track to set a new record. Online shoppers attracted by the huge discounts and stuff are expected to bring the total spent during yesterday's one-day internet shopping event to an estimated, are you sitting down, $7.8 billion with a B dollars. And the top-selling items have been laptops and toys. Also, Adobe Analytics says that the biggest online spenders happen to be in Denver, followed by shoppers in San Francisco, and then shoppers in New York. Finally, today is Givers Day, National Givers Day, so please give to the charity of your choice. It's also National Electric Guitar Day. Jimi Hendrix always knows what to do. This has been Ann Tripp with news. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
House cleaning ends up resulting in an accidental payday, especially for Harold and Tina Ehrenberg of Mandeville, Louisiana. Check this out. This couple was doing some holiday cleaning around the house when they turned up a couple of unchecked lottery tickets. They checked the tickets online and discovered $1.8 million almost went in the trash.
Well, I'll be damned.
Wow. How were the tickets?
The tickets were for the June 8th drawing of the Louisiana lottery, Steve, which has a 180-day window. That's when you have to catch them in. And that window would have closed December 2nd, so time was running out. Woo! Yeah.
Man.
Boy, God
That's
said,
how you
look at
bring
here.
Christmas in.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much they win?
1.8.
Do
I'll
you,
take
do you
it.
stop cleaning right then?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, Jay.
Man,
Yes.
You stop.
Everything in place.
Whatever's dirty is dirty.
I don't even want this house anymore.
I'm
I'm
out.
gonna need that other Powerball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's outside of
$1 million in Louisiana.
Slidell. My husband.
You know how many
was
people
Lord.
is flipping over their couch right now?
No.
Yes, exactly.
Cleaning out Big Mama's room.
But, I mean, really, from June, you would think it would
great.
be over, but, almost December 2nd. If they didn't cash it in by December 2nd.
It's been this Sunday.
They're done.
Did y'all hear about the money that was found in the storage?
Yes, I heard about that. 7.8
7 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a storage. You know how those storage wars where they
Yeah, the TV show, the
reality
storage
show.
Man,
wars.
this guy bought this storage. It was a safe in it. He won the whole bid or whatever. There's a safe in it. It's got $7 million in
7.8
it.
or something.
The owner, Steve, said, "I'll give you a reward for $1 million."
Well, first he
give me
said
back.
600,000. He
Right, he
Yeah,
started low.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the 7.8. I don't need the million.
Right.
But
Wait,
they finally settled with what? How much did he wind up giving the guy that
And
owned the
Steve, it
store?
was all in cash. The
Cash
money was
money.
all
1.2
in
million
cash.
they end up
Yeah, they
selling
ended
it
up
for.
getting 1.2, right.
Why would you give up?
But the owner of the locker shows up, huh?
You mean the former owner, because
Right.
the people that found the money were the current owners, and they had every right to it.
So why did they give him his money back?
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
They were good people.
Good people, man.
Nah. Yeah,
Well,
we got an issue
attorneys
with
and
this.
everything. The original owners, they
Yeah.
got attorneys, so it got to be a legal battle.
They couldn't have won though. They couldn't have won this.
Yeah. Yeah. All
Because
right.
after
Well,
so long, you lose that locker. You lose it.
Yeah,
after so
yeah.
long.
I bought the lock.
Yeah. Exactly. That's your money. That's your $7
yeah,
million
it's your
now.
money. All right, coming up at 34 after the hour, Mississippi runoff election is today. Mississippi, Steve, you got to let the people in Mississippi know how important it is for them to get out and vote for candidate Mike Espy. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, Mississippi's special runoff election for U.S. Senate is today. Democratic candidate Mike Espy is running against his opponent, Republican racist Cindy
Oh, did I
Hyde
type
Smith.
that?
Yes. Republican.
Yeah, you about said it right. And you know what? We've got to get out really in the state of Mississippi and support this man. But man, the things that this woman has said, the things this woman has condoned, the things she stands for, the fact that Trump won't say anything about it except she's the candidate.
He supports her.
It just, man, this guy just doesn't care at all, man, about the condition or the feelings of oppressed people in this country. Y'all get out and vote in the state of Mississippi for Mike Espy today. Just the runoff, man. You can do it, Mississippi. Come on, you can do it. You've overcome a lot in that state, and you've got a statement of your own that you get a chance to make today. That we will no longer allow this type of rhetoric to be condoned by us.
That's right.
I mean, and it's a great statement that you all can make concerning this, man. And I hope you all do, man. Get out to the polls and vote. You know, I wasn't like really angry with the voter turnout this year in the midterms in Florida, in Georgia, where Stacey lost and
Stacey Abrams
and Gillum lost.
Andrew Gillum.
You know, I wasn't upset about the turnout. I think people really turned out. But the other party is dangerously committed to keeping things as they are.
Yeah.
Listen to me, y'all. This Make America Great Again statement has taken a bigger foothold than you can imagine. And you've got to be careful of this statement, Make America Great Again, because that's a reference to going back to a time gone by.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I wanted to let you know you weren't here yesterday, but Mike Espy was our special guest. And he had a lot to say about today's election as well. Take a listen.
And I want to remind everyone that in 1986, I was a fresh-faced 30-year-old, had never run for any office in my life, and I ran for congressman from the 2nd District. I was the first black to win that seat since the Civil War. So we've done this before. We've done this before, and we're going to do it again.
We need the college kids to definitely get out, though. They
Yeah,
can make
those
a difference.
millennials. You're right, Tommy.
Yeah.
They've got to get out. And now they have a reason. You know, beyond just my core mission and my purpose statements, they need to get out because she's telling them that their votes need to be suppressed.
That's right.
So they've got to just, now it's personal.
There you have it. Mike Espy. Get out and vote for him
encouraging
today.
the young folks to get out and vote as well, Steve.
Yeah, man, everybody in Mississippi, we got to turn out. Man, there's some great people in the state of Mississippi. You know, we joking all this here, but no seriousness, man. There's some really, really cool people in the state of the SIP, and we just not having it no more. We've been down there, man, been the bunny end of the jokes and everything, but it has been rough down there too now. That it's very, very real the way that they've conducted business as usual in the state of Mississippi. It's been rough, but there's some people down there that's their home.
Yeah.
That's where they live. That's what they love.
Yeah.
They love going down there going family reunions, and these are people, and this is where we're born. You can't take people's homes from them. But what we will not stand for anymore is, look, this
leadership
is a state.
from a woman endorsing public lynching.
Public lynching?
And hangings. We ain't standing for that.
And if she has said this about any other racial group, come on now. Come on.
Look, here's the deal.
Come on. They wouldn't have stood for it. We shouldn't stand for it either.
Look, we're up against a lot around this world. We're up against a lot down in Mississippi. Here's a state who refuses to remove the rebel flag from the state buildings. It's been done in a lot of states, but Mississippi hanging on. So we got to send a message to them that this type of rhetoric that this woman is spewing, she's not even a great person. She's not a good person. She's just not, man. I'm sorry.
And did she ever even apologize for saying that?
Apologizing for nothing.
That's the thing.
Front row at the hanging.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Caught on video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's vote.
All
Let's
right,
go,
Steve,
Sid.
we got to get out and vote Mississippi today,
We
please.
in the joke business and we don't get the joke, so I don't
Man.
understand what she's
All right, up next, the nephew with his prank phone call. That's coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it is today's Strawberry Letter. Boy, the subject says, thanks for having a child from my man.
Wow. Okay.
We're going to get into it. All right, but right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got, King of Pranks?
My daddy boat. That's my daddy boat.
You crying?
Is he crying?
My daddy boat.
Or is he mad? I can't tell.
We need
Run it.
pranks
Here it
in
is.
that
My
show.
daddy's boat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Mr. Wilson, please.
This is he.
Mr. Wilson, how are you today?
I'm doing fine. Who's this?
My name is Williams.
Oh, how may I help you?
Well, listen, we've been getting a few complaints, sir, about some things on your property there.
All right, well, who you with?
Actually, I'm with the Homeowners Association. Wanted to reach out and give you a call today.
Oh, well, how you doing?
Pretty good. Listen, got a few things I kind of want to discuss with you here that seem to be a problem that's taking place in the neighborhood there. It's been brought to our attention down here at headquarters that you have a few things on your property that are not functioning that really shouldn't be on the property. You have 2 cars supposedly in your driveway that are not being used, been sitting there for quite some time.
Yeah, one of them I'm currently working on. I should have it repaired. I'm just waiting to get a little extra money to get it taken care of. But the other car is just functioning. I just don't drive it. I have more than one car.
Okay. Now you also have a camper that seems to be has been there for at least 8 months now. That's sitting there. Is that correct as well?
Yeah. I'm working on getting some storage for that, but it ain't really been there 8 months. Just maybe around about 6, 7. Not 8 months. Not 8 months.
And I'm looking at our past records and stuff. It seems like there was a complaint before about the keeping the yard pretty cut and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm just looking at past complaints that I have here. Now, the biggest one that I have that's concerning your property, sir, is supposedly in your backyard. Now, there's you have an old boat that's in your backyard?
Yeah, but I don't see that boat bothering nobody.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a sore eye for the people. I think you guys' backyards actually bump up against each other, and you guys have a chain link fence between the two of you all. And I think the boat must be just a sore eye for the family that's behind you all.
Well, I don't see myself getting rid of that boat, so I got a cover on it. Everybody else got a boat. I don't see what the problem is.
Well, okay. Here's what's actually happening, Mr. Wilson. What's going to take place is this. Now, we're going to give you a 14-day extension.
14 days?
14 days actually to move the car that is not functioning, the camper as well, and definitely the boat. We're going to need those 3 items.
Look here, sir, I ain't got nowhere to move the boat. I just told you I was working on somewhere for storage. You know how much storage costs? Now the camper, I get that taken care of. But the boat, my daddy gave me, and my daddy gave me that. That's the only thing my daddy gave me before he died. Now I'm not moving that boat nowhere. The boat works just fine. If I take it down there to the water, it'll work.
Sir, and I understand it wholeheartedly. You know, I'm just a messenger. I'm gonna have to get the non-functioning car that's not working properly. I'm gonna have to get that out within the 2-week notice, as well as the camper, and definitely the boat. Now I got to get that out. It's got to be gone.
I'll tell you what, I ain't moving the thing. I'll tell you now what you gonna do?
Sir, you're going to either move the boat or I'm going to have somebody come over and haul all of these things away.
Well, I tell you what, I got 13 reasons why you won't come over and touch that boat, and I got 2 more. Well, 2 times 13 is 26. I got 13, and then I got another 26 added on to that. Why you won't bring damn over here to touch my daddy's boat? Because my daddy gave me that boat. I'll be damned if any of you. You know, I'm tired of you with me. It's that cross street, ain't it? Who reported me?
Sir, I'm not at liberty to give you the name who's reported.
Call my phone, so you're at liberty to give me something. Because I know that down the street had this boat in 8 months, and ain't nobody said a thing to him. So why the hell y'all me about having a boat in the backyard that my daddy gave me?
Sir, the language is not necessary. Sir, the bottom line is I want the camper out, I want the boat out, and I want the car that's not functioning moved within 2 weeks or I'm towing it out.
I tell you what, I give you a personal invitation to come over here with the boat, the camper, and the car. And I will beat your like that's what I'm going to beat you.
Sir, wow. I'm going to allow 1 car to stay. I just want to make sure that you know that I've given you the statement over the phone, letting you know that what has taken place here.
And the statement is well taken, but I ain't moving my daddy's boat.
You're going to move your dad's stinking boat if...
Bring your I told you. You bring don't bring the law, but you bring somebody.
Sir, trust me, if we come there, we're definitely going to be bringing authorities with us.
Well, I might well go to jail because I love my daddy. Ain't now one of you going to touch my daddy's boat. That's the only thing he left me.
I got one more thing I need to say to you, sir, about this situation. Excuse me?
What you got to say?
All I have to say is this. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your brother.
That boy got man, y'all got my blood pressure up so man, I got to pull up and take my blood pressure medicine.
All right, man. What your brother told me, he said, man, he be going Eddie with the homeowner association. He said, man, just call him and tell him he got to move all this stuff. He said, but most of all, tell him y'all gonna haul off that boat. He said, he'll kill you behind that doggone boat.
Yeah, man, that's my daddy's boat, but I love that boat, man. They know that. They know that. You know what button to push.
I got one more question for you, though, baby. Tell me this. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
My daddy boat. That is.
Okay.
How y'all feeling?
All right,
How y'all feel about it?
I don't know. It's still time for a butt whooping before this year is out.
Why y'all just think somebody gonna whoop me or
Because
jump
you
on me? Why y'all
too
think
much.
that?
You
But it's fun. It's good play. Why y'all got it where you...
No, dog, it's not.
It's good play for you.
You. But these people real life you messing with.
Yeah, they get mad.
Equal ass whooping.
Yeah. Once again, it's his daddy's boat.
Right.
Yeah.
Untitled Jr.
You know how hard it is for a black man to get a boat? And you
Yeah,
gonna
right.
walk around?
You playing.
All I know is you can't park that boat in the backyard. We can't have that, all right?
Yeah,
Neighborhood don't want that boat back there like
Look,
that.
he can only
Ain't nobody
afford the
worried about
boat, not the
deed
slip.
Man. You messing with these
Well, you don't need the boat if you can't afford the slip.
You
I'm
got to
sorry.
save up for the slip. Come on. Where are you performing? What's going on? What you doing?
I'm in Columbia this weekend. That's Thursday through Sunday at Columbia Comedy House. Tickets almost sold out. And then the following weekend, I'm at the Fox Theater, Detroit, Michigan. And it's a star-studded cast. Lavelle Crawford, Earthquake, John Witherspoon, you got Rodman, and you got Dominique, and you got the nephew hosting the whole damn thing. It don't get no better than this. I am the man.
All right now.
Y'all didn't know that?
Man,
Uncle Steve, did you not watch me in Africa? You didn't see Ready to Love in Africa? You wasn't watching me over there?
Make me proud. Come on.
That ain't on. That ain't on in Africa yet. That's a new series. That ain't on. They not sure whether they gonna pick it up or not. Yeah, it's doing well over here. Congratulations, but it ain't internationally.
It sure
been
did not
picked
come
up
on in
yet.
Africa.
Yeah.
What?
They got a show called Ready Love, but it's with lions.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why it ain't on over there. They trying to figure out who the hell he is.
All right, thank you, Tommy. Coming up next, it is today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, thanks for having a child from my man. We will be back after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, before we get to today's Strawberry Letter.
Before we get to today's Strawberry Letter, I brought up Tommy's name in Africa.
Oh, did you? Your nephew?
What did they say? Huh?
Nephew de Tommy?
That's what they call him over there?
They Tommy.
Nephew de Tommy.
Oh,
Tommy de nephew? Tommy de few? I was saying, no, he's my nephew, Tommy. De few. Oh, family feud. I said, no, it's nephew, Tommy. And I just had a tough time, so I just said, forget it. So they said
Did you show him a picture or anything? Did you show him what I look
Yeah, I
like?
showed him the picture. That made it worse. Yeah. Yes, we are looking. Who is he? I said, that's my nephew. Yes. He is a nice man. Yes, he's really nice. He's funny, too. What does he do? I said, he got a TV show called Ready for Love in the States. Ready to Love? No, I said, ready for love.
Ready to love.
It is ready
to love.
You got it right. He got it right. You got it wrong. But keep going.
No, I corrected him. I told him he was wrong. He said, ready to love? I said, no, ready for love. And we do not know him. I said, well, he's really famous, man, over there. He said, well, we will pick up this show as soon as he is famous over here. Tell him we said hello. And so I just wanted to tell you that everybody in Africa said what's happening.
Yeah, okay. Well, you tell
and
him
then waiting on you to get famous because
whatever.
they're going to pick your show up over there. Who is this again, nephew for the Tommy?
Steve, be nice. Stop that crazy.
So you know,
I'm not listening to him, Shirley.
I know.
A baby gazelle is called a Tommy.
Oh,
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a baby gazelle is called a Tommy.
They're so fast.
And small.
There's a joke there, but I won't
Here
say
we
it.
go. Here we go.
So I was right there with him. And nephew Tommy, I said, no, Tommy, like the gazelle. Oh, the baby gazelle. Yes, that's him. That's him.
All
Little
right.
fatter face, but just like same size. Little fatter face, though.
As I was saying, before we get to today's Strawberry Letter, Mississippi's special runoff election for U.S. Senate is today, so please vote for Democratic candidate Mike Espy, and remember his opponent, Republican Cindy Hyde-Smith, endorsed public hangings and lynchings. Okay, we need the entire
vote.
Yeah, we need the entire. That's right, Carla. We need the entire state of Mississippi to get out and vote for Mike Espy today. Okay, today.
Got it.
Don't put it off. Don't procrastinate. Get on out to the polls and vote, okay?
You know, there used to be a time when you make a statement like this and it would cost you the election.
Right.
Yeah.
Used to be.
You mean his opponent? SB's
Yes.
opponent? Yeah,
You could
yeah.
make a statement like that and it would just cost you the election. Because even the Republicans, who have a lot of great people in it, were just considered to be the moral party. And if you made a statement like that, the Southern evangelicals and everybody went, no, that's not what we're about. Something has happened.
Yeah.
Something has happened.
And his name
Because the
is...
Southern evangelicals still support Donald Trump. And that's amazing.
It's because of the power shift that they see coming. That's
From
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah.
From the top.
And so they can quit making it about their faith. Because that's not what
Yeah.
that is at this point.
And some of them just won't change parties or speak against him or anything. He's a Republican, they're Republicans, and that's it. And, and that's fine. But come on. This man. Lord.
You can be a Republican and see wrong doing it.
Yeah,
Come on,
absolutely. Absolutely. But none of them speak out against him. None.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so listen, if you need some advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We ready, Steve?
We ready.
All right, let's get after
Buckle
it.
up.
She
Hold
ready.
on tight. Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. It's a Strawberry Letter.
Subject: thanks for having a child for my man. Dear Steve and Shirley, let's just get right to it. Here's my dilemma. I'm a 38-year-old woman, and I've never wanted to have children. 5 years ago, I was in a great relationship, and we were talking about getting married, but he wanted children, and I did not. So we mutually decided to end our relationship. We could not deny that we were still in love with each other. So 2 years after we broke up, we reconnected and have been seeing each other off and on since then. While we've been spending time together, he started a relationship with a new woman, and they had a child together, and he couldn't be happier. He has told me that he wants to marry the woman so that his child will have the kind of upbringing he had with both parents present. I truly believe now that he has the son he wanted, he and I can get back together and get married. He tells me every day that he loves me, so why wouldn't he want to marry me instead of her? If I were an evil woman, I could end it all between him and this woman by telling her that I've been with him this entire time they've been together. I have lots of damaging proof that would definitely break them up. Even though I did not want to have children, I can help him raise his son. What do you think I should do? Don't I deserve to be happy too? Well, yeah, everyone deserves to be happy, but not this way, okay? I just got to tell you that it looks like you're done. I mean, you're just the side piece in this relationship. He has moved on from you to the woman he wants to marry, and guess what? That woman is not you. He said he wanted to marry that woman and not you. You don't want to have children. He only has one child. How do you know he doesn't want to have more children? You didn't mention that in the letter, did you? You think he's one and done.
Really smart, Shirley. Really smart. I didn't see that.
Well,
Great point.
He may not. You know, he may want to have another one. And you still don't want children. So there is no future in this relationship with him. What you have with him is as good as it's going to get, with, again, you being the jump off. That's it. He told you he wanted to marry this new woman. He didn't or hasn't told you that he wanted to marry you lately, has he? So I suggest you ask, don't you deserve to be happy? What do you think you should do? Well, you need to get out of this situation because he wants to marry someone else and have you on the side, which is exactly what he's doing. Steve?
Well, when we come back, I'm going to break it down a little bit further. I would really admire the point that you made, though. This guy may want to have other children.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't see this. But when I come back, though, I'm going to tell you what's really wrong with this whole damn thing.
Bring it. Bring it.
I'm through with you.
All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to let him have it, too. Now, don't nobody be tight.
Okay.
All
right. Okay.
Because I see, this, thanks for having a child for my man.
Yeah.
Thanks for my child. Your man.
Not your man. Exactly, Steve.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't know why you don't see that.
All right. Well, again, Steve, you're going to bring it with part 2 of your response coming up. Today's subject, thanks for having a child from my man. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Thanks for having a child from my man.
Well, I don't have to recap it because I didn't respond to it, but I just don't. This woman had a relationship with this guy. She's 30 years old. She never wanted to have children. 5 years ago, she was in a great relationship, talking about getting married, but he wanted kids. She didn't. So y'all decided to end the relationship, but you still loved each other. So 2 years later, after y'all broke up, y'all reconnected and started seeing each other off and on since then. Well, while we've been spending time together, he started a relationship. No, see, while we were spending time together, he started a relationship with a new woman. That's not true. That's not true. See, this is the first big lie in the letter. She thinks that for 2 years, this dude was sitting somewhere sad and upset that they had broke up and wasn't involved with nobody. So she writes in the letter, because this is a self-serving woman, while we were spending time together, he started a relationship with a new woman. No, he was in a relationship with the new woman, then y'all started spending time together. They had a child together, and he couldn't be happier. He told me he wants to marry this woman so this child can have the kind of upbringing he had with both parents present. Now, she believes that since she got a son he wanted, they ought to be able to get back together and get married. He tells me every day he loves me. Why wouldn't he want to be with me? If I were an evil woman, I could end this whole thing, blah, blah, blah. Even though I do not want to have children, I can help him raise his sons. What do you think I should do? I deserve to be happy too. You will never be happy destroying someone else's.
That's right. You're right.
Let's just start there. You'll never be happy destroying someone else's. You're the most self-serving person I've heard from in a long time. You, lady, you are, what's the word? Is narcissist?
Yeah.
Is that
She's
the
a
word?
Narcissist.
You're just like the president. It's all about you. See, so now you didn't want to have children, but you think since he has a child, you can help him raise his son. You don't even want no damn kids.
Right.
So what's going to make you the great mother all of a sudden? You still don't want kids, but now you think you're going to turn into the supermom over the woman who had the baby. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're very self-serving. You didn't want children, so you broke up. You couldn't say, you know what, we love each other enough, we should share a child. No, it's always about you. I don't want to have no kids, so we break up. 2 years later, y'all reconnect. Now, he in a relationship, you can believe that. Ain't no man sitting on the sideline 2 years trying to get over no damn body. Man. We get over women with women.
Hello. No, you got to say that again right there now.
We heard him the first.
No, say it again.
Go ahead, say it, Steve.
We get over women with women. Somebody sitting up in the house sucking their thumb because you gone. We'll do that for a little while, but we're going to take this thumb sucking and turn it into something. Hello. Now, he wants the family. She said he wants to marry this girl who had the baby because he wants the baby to have the same family he had growing up, both parents present. You don't give a damn about that. You want that to split up. Damn the baby. Again, you show exactly why you don't need children. Because you want to take this opportunity for this child to have a family structure that this man wants to create with this woman because you want to just be, so you won't break that up. So you can help raise a child that you don't even want. You don't even want kids. But so you could be happy. You want to break it up. Now you say you could break them up because you got some evidence, pictures, text, all this here. Yeah, you could do that. You could break them up. But let me ask you a question. You don't think that he'll remember that? You don't think that when y'all sitting around having a couple of arguments, you don't think that when y'all sitting up trying to make these bills work, you don't think when real life kick in, when the honeymoon section is over, you don't think he gonna remember the fact that you sent some pictures that destroyed what he really wanted to have? Now he over there with you with a baby that you don't want. You do not want children. You don't even want your own. If you don't want your own children, how the hell you supposed to want somebody else's? I'm just asking.
Thank you.
So one more time, you are the most self-serving woman. And like Shirley said, suppose this man want to have another child. You ain't it again. You're out. Then you deserve to be happy too. Well, go find you a man that don't want no kids. It's a bunch of them.
But go back to chapter 2, verse 18. We get over women.
We get over women with other women.
Man.
We don't go to therapy.
No.
We don't go up in the mountains to find ourselves.
No.
We get another one of y'all who can do the same thing y'all do, make me feel like you do, and we go to getting over it just like that.
Man.
We ain't got to soak in no tub, drink no wine, get no good book, go on a girls' trip.
Parties. No.
Well, we go to Vegas and fix this.
Hey, don't discount the soaking in the tub and all of that now. That's good stuff right there.
Totally discounted for a man. If your man need to soak in a tub to find himself,
no, we soaking with somebody.
Yeah.
Crying in our wine and all that, that's all good.
My partner
how called me.
Soaking.
There's something wrong.
He just broke up with somebody.
With
Drinking
candles.
some wine.
With candles.
You get your butt out this tub, man.
Is that your toes coming out of baby bubble?
Hey, man, I'm trying to get over something, man. Leave me alone, man.
Read and act like a lady, think like a man. Get your ass off this tub.
Man, I'm going through something, man. Leave me alone, man.
Well, dog, we're on the way to Vegas. We can help you get over it.
All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, Comedy Roulette with the fellas right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have the real or fake Christmas tree debate. But first, as for, I love this. But first, as far, how long is it safe to eat those Thanksgiving leftovers after they hit the fridge?
We there.
Yeah, I threw mine away today. Yeah.
Man, can I tell you, I didn't have a Thanksgiving meal, man. I had duck for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's okay.
My
mom used to make delicious duck.
Well, it's absolutely. I had the best duck at this. I can't think of the name of the restaurant. It was at the Emirates Palace. It was a Chinese restaurant. That's where we had Thanksgiving dinner this year.
How you like a duck? Is it good?
Hey.
Moving on, Shirley. Moving on.
All right. Well, the last day for leftovers is today, okay? Today. Throw them away after today.
Another slice of duck.
All right, but that's just, that's a guideline. And if your food starts to stink before then, the FDA says throw it away.
If your food starts to stink, who you need to tell that to?
Yeah, you just
obviously.
Got to throw it away. But anyway.
So the FDA says 4 days, right?
Yeah,
4 days
yeah. That's right. That's about right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I threw all of mine away today.
Really, by Sunday, if it's Thursday, by Saturday, that turkey, that's a bit much, y'all. It's been
I don't know.
picked
Well, Thursday. What's today? Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's longer than 4 days.
And it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, that dressing can stay a little bit longer though. It's been in the refrigerator.
When that foil looks real raggedy, that's when it's time to throw it
with
out.
the foil. Stop it with the foil.
Right, Jay. I like it.
Not in the fridge.
When it got all the wrinkles on it, Jay.
When that foil get all the wrinkles in.
Here's another one. If anything you dipping out the refrigerator is starting to stick to the side of the container,
might want to let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
That's good.
Yeah.
So this Christmas I'm gonna get. I told my wife. I said, "Baby, we got to get turkey and Thanksgiving dinner for Christmas because I missed it this year."
That's right.
That's good.
We usually have the same thing.
There you go.
All right, Steve. It's now time for Comedy Roulette. You guys ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's
I
get
don't even
cracking.
know what it is. Let's
All
go.
right, here's the subjects. Number one, I ain't superstitious, but number two, dang, that's his mama? Number
That's
three.
a George Wallace bit right there. Come on.
Number three, things you say to yourself when you look in the mirror and you're out of shape. And number four, dang, she used to be blank and she's let herself go. All right, let's spin it.
Well, that's the
Jay.
class
Sound like a
reunion
good
one right
for
there.
this.
Yeah.
Jay, that don't sound.
Which one? It looks like it's going to stop on the
Oh!
No! It stopped on three. Things you say to yourself when you look in the mirror and you're out of shape. Yeah.
Things you say to yourself when you look
Things you say
To yourself
to yourself
when you look in the mirror
when you look in the mirror.
and you know you're out of shape. You ready? Here you go.
Ooh.
Man, I got 9 chins. This is ridiculous, man.
Not 9. Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, man. Okay, things you say to yourself when you look in the mirror and you're out of shape. Oh, man, I better not fall asleep around barbecue pits. They can rub me down with seasoning.
But you gonna be on the grill.
Come on, nephew.
Man, where's my navel? I don't even see that no more.
Listen.
Where's, how am I missing a navel? Now, I know it's here. It's in here somewhere now.
Steve Harvey, let's go.
This one right here. My God, what have I done?
I like it.
My God.
It's so serious, Steve.
But it's a serious moment, though.
Yeah,
it really
it
is.
You looking in that mirror naked.
Yeah.
Man.
You look at yourself, Father of God, what have I done?
I've had those moments, so yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Jay.
Things you say to yourself when you know you, what is it?
When you look in the mirror and you're out of shape.
Yeah, I'm not going to this cleaners anymore because they are shrinking my damn clothes. I know they are.
Blame it
I
on the
know they're
cleaners.
shrinking my stuff.
Cleaner's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. When you out of shape, you look in that mirror, you need to build your confidence up. You say something like this. She like it, though.
Right.
You all good.
Yeah, she like it. You know?
All right, come on, Steve. Things you say to yourself when you
Okay.
look in the mirror. I mean, Tommy.
Okay. She in there waiting on me. Ain't no way I'm having sex without this shirt on. I'd be damned if I take this off.
Yeah.
I'm finna tie this in a knot. I'm telling you right now. This can't come up.
Not just a shirt, though.
The shirt can't come up.
A button down.
I'm butt naked with a shirt on. I'm just telling you.
All right, Steve. Things
All
you
right.
say to yourself.
You standing there naked in the mirror. Oh, hell no. Here go the soap.
Come on.
Out the shower?
Yeah.
Then you come out the
You had
shower.
that little piece of shower they give you at that Motel 6, and you find it.
All right. I think we have time for one more round. Yeah.
One more round. Come on.
All right. Why am I wheezing just because I got out the shower? That don't make no damn sense.
Exhausted.
I'm tired.
But you're clean. Clean and
All right. So here's things you say right here. You put your drawers on, you say, I'm wearing thongs now.
That's what it ended up being.
Yeah. I'm wearing thongs now.
Come on, John.
How much is lipo? How much do they charge for that? I got
All
this
right,
something that's
Steve.
off me.
You got one more. Let's go.
Oh, hell, Rick Ross cool with it.
And that, ladies and
That's how
gentlemen,
you close, boy.
is Comedy Roulette. Thank you, Steve. Coming up at the top of the hour, let's debate again, real or fake Christmas trees right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's your girl, Carla Farrell. And yes, ladies, your man does notice your hair. My husband loves my hair color, my shine, my style. So take it from me. You want gorgeous salon quality hair color where your man is saying, babe, I love, love, love your hair color. Then go right now to madison-reed.com. And if you're thinking, okay, Carla, I got to match my hair color. I'm kind of worried about that. Don't worry. Madison Reed gives you the tools you need so you can color your hair with confidence. Get gorgeous hair color delivered to your door for less than $25. Just go to madison-reed.com. That's madison-reed.com and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first hair color kit. Use the promo code CARLA, CARLA. All right, happy holidays.
All right, guys, it is the annual real Christmas tree or fake Christmas tree debate. Steve, let's start with you. What is your family Christmas tree tradition, please?
Ain't no need to, I don't know why you getting into this.
Oh, no, I'll tell you right
Serious,
now.
though.
No, this is.
Oh, you talking about the one that orders the tree?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
wait.
Yeah, this getting bought in. It's getting bought
Go ahead,
in.
go tell them how it go, Don.
It's getting bought in. It's already been growing 3 years. It's picked out. It's going to get bought in. Been growing actually
much cost
longer than
them?
3 years. I don't really know. Don't really know.
Tommy always
Why you
wants
tight
to know
about
the
it,
cost.
though, when we talk about the Christmas tree?
Wait, it's been growing for 3 years, you say?
We picked it out 3 years ago. We pick it out every 3. When we pick a tree, we know in 3 years that's the one we want.
So y'all
So-
think this tree
so
is
next
program.
year.
It's a program. Listen, get into this with
Listen, you
y'all
poor
about this
people.
damn tree. I'm not gonna get into this with y'all every year about my tree.
Christmas tree hate.
You already know what this tree finna look like in my house. Let's stop all this. It's
Dog,
every
your
damn
tree?
year. Yes, my tree.
Your tree,
Yes.
your king size mattress.
No, no,
yeah, I
we
remember
just
that
stay
one.
with the tree. The hell you up in the bedroom for?
He's mad.
Stay with the tree.
All right, come on,
One
Steve.
thing
the
at a
tree in the
time. One
bedroom?
thing I hate
Chris-
at a time. Come on.
My Christmas tree comes, it's gonna be to the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stop.
Okay.
Period.
How tall is that?
Whichever, depending on which house we put it in.
So, can I ask a question? Can I ask a
You
question?
better
This year
ball.
Christmas look like it's gonna be I can't say yet.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
So the tree is 3 years old. So each year, do you go visit the tree and go,
No.
you got about 2 more years, dog, and your ass is out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go down there and talk trash to
It's
the
just a
tree.
program you can get on where you
Oh.
can watch your tree grow. They just send you reports. You don't got to go nowhere.
So the tree is coming from where?
Oregon.
What?
Oregon.
Now,
They
how
ain't
did
got
you
no trees in
Now,
Atlanta.
I'll tell you what, man, they got some great trees in North Carolina, though, boy. Ooh-wee.
Mine kind of like yours. It's come from about the same place.
Oh,
Where you come from, Joe?
Mine come from Walmart, but they got one in Oregon.
they got a Walmart
They got them everywhere.
in
You better talk,
Oregon.
Junior.
Hey, Junior, just have them, just send them, send your tree down from the Walmart
Yeah,
in
and
Oregon.
in Oregon.
My tree
That's
come
where
from
mine
Whole
come
Foods,
from.
so, hey, I don't know.
Mine was in a box.
Oregon,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, ain't no
Steve
problem.
does. So
Mine
Steve,
came-
you do real tree. You have a
Real tree,
obviously.
It
You
has
just
to be
said that.
looking like the one at the mall that I wanted when I was a kid.
Oh,
At
yeah.
the mall.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
what I'm
in the
getting.
center
I'm
of the
getting the mall.
mall.
I kid you not. I was poor. That was one of my requirements, man. Why do I have to come to this mall to see the prettiest tree I've ever seen? I'm gonna have that in my house as soon as I get me some money.
got
Feel how you
all
want to feel. Let's stop all the hating.
Ain't no
Big
hate.
ass tree is coming. I'm happy for it. I'm there the whole time they putting it in.
You there
How
the
long
whole
that
time?
take?
Well, they first of all when they bring the tree and they bring it down, they put the lights on it first.
Yeah.
Down at the company here in LA. They put the lights on it first. They light it, then they put it on the flatbed and they bring it out. And they build a stand for it out there when they put the lights on it. Then they decorate it at the house.
You know, black folk just finding this out for the first time. We ain't know nothing about this here.
Yeah,
Nothing-
how'd you
nothing.
find out
What,
about it,
Tommy?
Steve?
But when you get a tree, it's in Oregon. They bring it in. They put the lights on it. Still make people bring the
Marjorie
tree.
researched all this
Oh,
for me
okay.
after I told her what I had to have.
Oh, okay. Tommy, you all right?
Mm-mm.
Because you sound different.
I'm taken aback a little
It's
bit.
Christmas
This is
tree
just-
hate because he at the chateau. He done bought some damn tree then. It ain't big as mine. Now here we come every damn year with this.
Are y'all in competition about the tree?
It's every year, Carla.
We can have a tree off.
Okay, you gonna lose, boy.
I got
telling
2 trees. We can have a tree off.
You can have 2, 3. You can put them wherever you want to. You finna lose this, boy.
Okay.
Where did
Well,
yours
let's
come
tree
from,
off.
Tommy?
Okay, this tree off. Okay, this grown man ass mess now. I'm just telling you.
Where did your
Okay,
tree come
cool.
from, Tommy?
Names. But let's go. Let's go
Now,
with it.
how tall do it have to be for him to have to look up?
4, 5,
Five.
5, 5,
Right there.
5.
And how tall is
lost
yours,
already,
Steve?
Tommy.
How tall is yours?
And right there, it's way past double digits. I ain't had a tree in my house under 16 feet long.
Under
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
You out there killing with you.
He
I'm
killing the
telling you,
game
this-
with the
Yeah.
Christmas
Uh-huh.
tree.
Dog, he gone with this tree off now.
We can have a tree off.
No, I got
We
you
got
and
one.
your wife. Y'all got nice little setup now at your house where you have trees and more.
You know what? I don't like how you say that, Steve.
That little setup, that little setup
I
with
catch
little
all this
shade.
little stuff he be throwing.
And he said house. And we
He didn't
all
say
know it's a
chateau.
chateau. Okay.
It's
Why
all
are
right.
they in
Sir.
competition
I'm
about
not
a
going.
Christmas tree?
Who got
Because
the
Tommy
biggest?
just said we're
Right.
going to have a tree off. It's going to get ugly.
That's just a little fun little thing to do now.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it. Finna
right.
get your ass.
Toe out, huh?
Is yours up, Tommy?
Yeah, both of them up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know
You
you're.
can stack them on top of each other.
God, oh. Ting. Quick, too.
Y'all quit playing with me.
Okay, when did yours go up, Tommy? When did yours go up, Steve? Since we're
Well,
having a
not
trio.
mine normally go up for Thanksgiving, but we wasn't here for Thanksgiving.
Oh, right, that's right.
And we were debating on where we were going to be. But since we got the grandkids, there's been a change of plans. It's on the way.
Oh, okay. Wow.
This don't remind y'all of the race.
The tree?
The trash talking does.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But you know what? He always getting into something.
It's always about this
He
tree, though.
stay in something, don't he?
You have a tree off.
I'm just saying.
All right,
We finna have a tree off, okay? We're gonna have a tree off. When should we present our trees?
Soon as mine get
yeah,
up.
As soon as Steve's.
Okay, soon
All
as
right.
Big Dog Tree get up.
Yeah, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
The tree off is coming.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, today is Giving Tuesday. This is in response to all the consumerism of the holidays, especially Black Friday and, of course, Cyber Monday. The idea is to mark the beginning of the charitable season and to encourage people to give to organizations and charities that are doing good. And here are a few ways you can get involved.
Can I tell everybody about what I'm doing today on Giving Tuesday?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Come on.
I've teamed up with the Star of Hope mission, and they help homeless men, women, and children get a new start. So I want you guys to text Star of Hope to 41444, and your donation will be matched dollar for dollar up to $25,000. So this is big. We got to give, help the homeless. They are not hopeless. So do that for me. Text Star of Hope to 41444, and I'm doing that all day today. # Giving Tuesday. I want to get that out. So we're getting back right here, Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yeah. What about you guys?
Oh, every year I go and pay on somebody's layaways without them knowing who it is. Just pay on it.
That's
when they come
great,
pick it up,
Jay.
it's paid for. Maybe about 4 or 5 of them.
That's really good.
Jay?
Yeah,
That's
both
so
of you guys.
cool.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. Well, this year, I just want to make a note that my foundation, I'm buying 10 families Christmas up to $1,000 a piece in Memphis, Tennessee this year.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
man.
big.
Hey, Junior.
This is my
Really
6th year
good.
doing this, my 6th year. And this year it's in Memphis. Last year was Austin. This year it's Memphis. So
And you go to the houses, too.
no, we're going to have it at the National Black Museum, Historical Museum in
Would you quit going to their house?
No, I ain't going to the house.
I always got some.
I'm just going to have everybody come to one place.
Yeah, it's a little different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Get him up in a couple cribs.
Hey, look, I didn't want to say that, but
Here it come now.
Well, what he's doing his ass over here.
Yeah.
hey.
Oh, you go eat it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What you mean you ain't never had none?
Yeah, I'm supplying the food and everything.
Let me put this out there.
But I didn't want to say that. But thank you.
Yeah, no, I know what that is. We all come down to the center here, man. These
We
individual
stop all this
houses.
real quick.
Man, I did that one year, man, a long time ago. I went to some houses, got hemmed up in them.
What do you mean hemmed up?
You know, where you get in there and it's damn near a hostage situation.
They ain't
You
letting him
go
out.
get people to
Hold up,
see
man.
you
I
and
kid you
don't
not.
leave
I kid you. This honestly happened one year. This is about probably 15 years ago. I go try to help these families out, right? Mm-hmm. The dude need me to spend some time with his grandmama. The dude goes under the hood of my car and just loosens the battery cable. What? So now when I go out, I can't start the car. So he said, man, just go and spend a little bit of time with my grandma. I'm going to get somebody over here to get your car straightened out for you. So I go back in there. I'm sitting there, I'm watching TV, man, eating pound cake. I'm just waiting on this AAA to come. I look out the window, man. The dude under my hood, he just tightened the battery cable up. That's all it was.
Wow.
True story, man.
Wow.
Because he wanted me to spend some more time with his grandmama. I
That
was
was
trying to get
nice.
out of there. No, it wasn't nice.
We were like, wow.
He killed all visits to people's houses 15 years ago. Damn that. Sitting up in here gonna be no hostage with your grandmama sitting up in here eating this dry-ass pound cake.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, Mississippi's special runoff election for U.S. Senate is today. Democratic candidate Mike Espy is running against his opponent, Republican racist Cindy Hyde.
Oh, did I type that?
Yes. Republican.
Yeah, you about said it right. And you know what? We've got to get out really in the state of Mississippi and support this man. But, man, the things that this woman has said, the things this woman has condoned, the things she stands for, the fact that Trump won't say anything about it except she's the candidate.
He supports her.
It just, man, this guy just doesn't care at all, man, about the condition or the feelings of oppressed people in this country. Y'all get out and vote in the state of Mississippi for Mike Espy today. This the runoff, man. You can do it, Mississippi. Come on, you can do it. You've overcome a lot in that state, and you've got a statement of your own that you get a chance to make today. That we will no longer allow this type of rhetoric to be condoned by us.
That's right.
I mean, and it's a great statement that you all can make concerning this, man. And I hope you all do, man. Get out to the polls and vote. You know, I wasn't like really angry with the voter turnout this year in the midterms in Florida, in Georgia, where Stacey lost and
Stacey Abrams
and Gillum lost.
Andrew Gillum.
You know, I wasn't upset about the turnout. I think people really turned out. The other party is dangerously committed to keeping things as they are.
Yeah.
Listen to me, y'all. This Make America Great Again statement has taken a bigger foothold than you can imagine. And you've got to be careful of this statement, Make America Great Again, because that's a reference to going back to a time gone by.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I wanted to let you know you weren't here yesterday, but Mike Espy was our special guest. And he had a lot to say about today's election as well. Take a listen.
And I want to remind everyone that in 1986, I was a fresh-faced 30-year-old, had never run for any office in my life, and I ran for congressman from the 2nd District. I was the first black to win that seat since the Civil War. So we've done this before. We've done this before, and we're going to do it again.
We need the college kids to definitely get out, though. They can
those
make a difference.
millennials. You're right, Tommy.
Yeah.
They've got to get out. And now they have a reason. You know, beyond just my core mission and my purpose statements, they need to get out because she's telling them that their votes need to be suppressed.
That's right.
So they've got to just, now it's personal.
There you have it. Mike Espy. Get out and vote for him today.
Encouraging the young folks to get out and vote as well, Steve.
Yeah, man, everybody in Mississippi, we got to turn out. Man, there's some great people in the state of Mississippi. You know, we joking all this here, but on seriousness, man, there's some really, really cool people in the state of the SIP, and we just not having it no more. You know, we've been down there, man, been the bunny end of the jokes and everything, but it has been rough down there too now. That it's very, very real the way that they've conducted business as usual in the state of Mississippi. It's been rough, but there's some people down there that's their home. Yeah. That's where they live. That's what they love.
Yeah.
You know, they love going down there, going family reunions, and these are people, and this is where we're born. You can't take people's homes from them. But what we will not stand for anymore, you know, look, this
leadership
is a state.
from a woman endorsing public lynching, and hangings. We ain't standing for that.
And if she has said this about any other racial group, come on now. Come on. All right, coming up, our last break of the day. I think we're going to just let Steve have this one. Coming up, Steve's closing remarks at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, last break of the day, guys. It's been a good Tuesday.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it's been a great Tuesday.
The big dog is back.
Yes, Steve, we missed
back
you.
Back in love. I get mixed emotions. Yeah.
Got a word from Mississippi?
I'm back, man. Mississippi. We got to turn out and vote today for Mike Espy. You know, we really got to make a statement. We're just sick of this hateful rhetoric, man. We are so sick of people being allowed. You know, Donald Trump. You know what was crazy, man? the moral barometer just got lowered when he ran for president, because I really thought that when he made a couple of statements that was going to end it, especially when he said he would grab women by the pee. I thought for sure, I said, okay, cool, that's it. And I was out the country, and the subject came up, and with a lot of different ambassadors I was sitting with, and it was just crazy, man. They all felt the same way. But something has happened in this country to where it's now okay to verbally say out loud what you've been thinking, which has given us another sneak preview of how you really feel and have been feeling all along. And so now what we've got to do is we've got to send a message that that's not allowable, that that's not how the majority of us really do feel, and we have a chance to send that message today in the state of Mississippi, which could use some good news like this. I mean, look, man, Mississippi's got some great people in it. It really, really does. All jokes aside, it does. Now, it's been through some things. That state is tough, man. That's a rough place to live and grow up and have to deal with everything. Their refusal to remove the Confederate flag and so forth and so on. But we have a right to vote. There are enough people in the state of Mississippi, clearly, who could give this guy a win and send a message to this hateful woman that joking about attending a public hanging and nooses being hung in front of the state capitol and all these negative remarks, and that's blatant racism. It's not acceptable. It's just not. It's not.
You're right.
It's not. That run is over. And we have a chance to make that run over today.
Yeah, yeah. And Steve, don't forget in Birmingham at the 16th Street Baptist Church down there, Attorney Benjamin Crump, family member to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, Attorney Crump, the NAACP, and the family of E.J. Bradford Jr. will have a community town hall meeting. Now, E.J. Bradford Jr. was a young man who was gunned down by police in the mall in Alabama because he was trying to stop a shooting, and the police thought he was the actual gunman, gunned him down. The police department admitted they made a mistake, but of course he's still dead, E.J. Bradford Jr. Sad situation down there. They're having a town hall meeting tonight at 6 p.m. Central.
Admitting you made a mistake, okay, got it. Here's the deal. There are consequences with mistakes that are made.
That's right. Yes, sir.
There are still consequences. Every mistake I've made came with a consequence. And I ain't never shot nobody. But all my mistakes come with consequences. You cannot live in this world and make mistakes as an adult without consequences. Especially when what you did cost the life of someone.
Yeah.
The problem that we keep having over and over and over is the lack of consequences when an officer makes a mistake, quote unquote, mistake. Okay, look, your training, whatever it is, got to come into play. Now, if all your training keep allowing you to make these mistakes, the hell we having training for?
Right.
But here's the ugly part of the mistakes. The mistakes keep happening to the same people that ain't a mistake because it's black dudes. Young black men, older black men. The mistakes keep happening to that one group of people. So at one point in time, I got to ask myself, man, how many times we got to make the same mistake, but there be no consequences? You get to retire from the police department. The guy that killed Mike Brown, what happened to him? He ain't a policeman no more. Ferguson. He's not a policeman anymore. What happened to George Zimmerman? He free?
He got off, yeah.
What happened to the guy that choked out the man selling the cigarettes in New York? What happened to the man Castile? What happened to him? That was a mistake. He even said, oh my God, what have I done? But he still, what happened? Ain't no consequences. There ain't no consequences, man. The man that shot the black dude running 8 times in the back, what happened to him? Ain't no consequences, man. It ain't no consequences for killing a black person. That's what? There's no consequences. I'm sorry, but excuse me. If we run a traffic light there's consequences.
Yes, sir.
You may have accidentally ran the light, but you have to pay the fine. You ever just told the judge it was an accident? You ever just...
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. I didn't mean to run.
Pay for it.
But you still got the consequences. So how can you kill a person and there be no consequences? Something's wrong, man. Something's seriously wrong. And it ain't like we beating a dead horse. Y'all keep killing the horse.
Woo. That was profound.
I don't know what to tell y'all. And we sick and tired of it.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.